There are sounds that live longer than memory. A song, a voice, a cry on the wind. But there is one sound, raw and wild, that travels deeper than all the rest. Bagpipes. Wailing, soaring, haunting. A sound like longing and battle and memory, all tangled into one cry. In the trenches, they said it sounded like home, like the hills of Scotland, or the fields of New Brunswick, or the wind off the west coast of British Columbia. It rose through mud and wire, through fog and shellfire. It echoed over no man's land. And on October 8th, 1916, it was played by a boy named James Cleland Richardson. Piper Richardson. He was born in Scotland, but Canada took him in. His family settled in British Columbia, where the mountains feel like the shoulders of God and the trees whisper things older than war. He went to school in a quiet town, but when Britain called, he answered. Not just with rifle and drill, but with melody, with memory, with pipes, bagpipes. Not a weapon, not a shield, but a command of the soul. At first, they had him piping on parade, ceremonies, marches. He'd lift his drones and feel the chests of men straighten. But then came France, the psalm, and the music changed. There, he marched not to applause, but to the thunder of shellfire. The Western Front, Regina Trench, a place where mud was deeper than hope, wire like the devil's knitting, the sky gray with smoke and the taste of metal in the teeth. Our boys were pinned, machine guns scything through the air, confusion, fear. No one moved. And then Richardson did what he was meant to do. He played. When fear gripped the strongest hands, when orders crumbled and men froze before the wire, Richardson climbed out of the trench, alone, a single piper walking upright into the storm. He played The Road to the Isles. It sounded like home, like courage, if courage had a melody. He played it loud and clear and unbroken, even as bullets snapped the air. And the men, our lads, they found their will. They moved. They surged. They say 100 men rose behind him. They charged the wire through hell, and they took the trench, moved by the madness and the majesty of a lone boy, piping in the heart of hell. When they secured the line, Richardson helped bring back the wounded, carrying a stretcher smeared in blood. But somehow, somewhere, in the chaos, he had left his pipes behind, back in no man's land, near the trench, near the gunfire. The order came, "Forget them, lad, they're gone." But he couldn't. They weren't just wood and reeds. They were spirit. They were memory. They were duty. You don't leave your voice behind. So he went back. He walked into the open, alone. No weapon, no cover, just a piper stepping into no man's land to reclaim his soul. A sniper, a shell, no one knows. He never returned. He was 20 years old. They say he was brave. They gave him the Victoria Cross, the British Empire's highest award for valor, for most conspicuous bravery and devotion to duty. They made him a hero in ceremonies, in newspapers, in books. But he wasn't thinking of medals or glory. He was thinking of his brothers in arms, of giving them something to rise behind, a sound to believe in, a reason to step forward. Because in war, courage isn't always the man with the gun. Sometimes It's the boy with the pipes. Piper James Cleland Richardson, Canadian, remembered.